Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to Reach Out Reptiles. My name is Garrett Hartle, and I'm going to show you some dirty snake cages, and you're going to like it. Okay, so those of you who saw my booth at Tinley last weekend know that things aren't always so polished around here. But I thought that this would be a good opportunity to show you the reflection of my lights in the glass behind me. Just kidding. But seriously, those of you who want to know about shooting, I got these $30 light sets on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. Helps illuminate your face and stuff, makes your videos look a lot better. But what I actually wanted to show you was take you in kind of like guerrilla style and show you some real video clips of some breeding action that we have going on right here. And I just noticed this stuff today. It's pretty cool. I have two females that are in different stages of the breeding process. And they're similar females, but they're in different areas of development as far as being gravid or carrying eggs. Now, for those of you who think my cages are way too dirty, you're gonna have to go make a fuss to Brian Cusco about it, because if you watch the video on his vlog, you'll know that he cleaned these about a week ago. So this is just 1 week's worth of filth from a Super Dwarf retic. Now, these are actually some of my larger bloodline Super Dwarf retic crosses, but still not too big. These are the old school Snow bloodlines, which is an Anery albino. Now, this girl here is actually going to ovulate within the next 12 hours. When you've been breeding reptiles for a while, you kind of begin to develop a sense for this kind of thing. It's really hard to describe, but I thought rather than try to describe it to you guys, it's almost like a feeling and things, I figured I would just show you what it's actually like, since we have such a great comparison going on right now. All right, so check this girl out. If you notice, she's long and lean, and right here, it looks like she has a meal. Now, that's a little bit too low down. If she had actually eaten something, it would have been up here in her body. So just below where she had a meal, you'll begin to see a swell. Okay, now, within 12 hours, we're gonna see a massive increase in swelling in her. And this is the stage where she's already been bred. All of her unfertilized ova have been fertilized, and they're beginning to shell up now. So she was breeding right up until last night. Okay, what that means is if I do see a good, big, solid swell out of her tonight, the job has been done. You know, she's fertilized, she's going to have eggs, and we'll find out shortly. After the ovulation in a week or so, I can actually run my hands down and palpate her and get an estimate for how many eggs she's actually gonna lay, which is pretty exciting. Now, after they ovulate, they're gonna go into what's called a pre-lay shed, and they have a shed cycle. Okay, so let's take a look at a female who has now already ovulated. So she's had a massive swell within a 12-hour period, and she's been continuing to build size since there. Then she went into a shed cycle, and now the countdown begins. It's gonna be somewhere between 30 to 40 days in general before she lays a clutch of eggs. All right, I wanna take a look at this girl. And again, great job, Brian Cusco. Look at this. Shed skin everywhere. Just kidding. She just had her post-ov shed. Now this girl is overweight. You can see she's a little bit fat in the neck. But even being overweight, look at how huge her body is here. It starts to swell up really big all the way through here. So again, if she had a meal in her, it would be right about here in her body. And this is really what we're looking at, is the last third. Now, it's not just the swelling that you want to look at, but this swelling, first of all, she's going to be kind of tender. See, if I touch her there, she's like, ooh, don't touch, don't touch. I mean, look how inflated she is with these wrinkles and stuff. She looks like a swollen balloon you know, almost like a balloon animal here. But part of how I know that this is a good clutch developing in here, she's a little bit wider on the bottom than she is at the top. But for the most part, she's really well filled out. If you get one that's extra saggy in there, a lot of times it can be infertile. But this one just looks puffy. See how puffy she looks? Okay, so those of you ladies that have given birth, not many people know this, but you'll probably be able to relate to this snake. People a lot of times think a snake is like a head and tail, but they're not. Actually, almost the entire snake is ankles, and that's why you can see that intense swelling all across the ankle region during pregnancy. Fun fact, that's not a real fact. But I just wanted to bring you guys some real live breeding action. Let's go back and see this girl one more time, now that you've seen them both, and we'll see the difference. Pre-ovulation, I mean, I don't know about you, but just from the time that I started filming until now, she looks bigger. So she's gonna be swelling up a ton as those eggs are shelled up inside of her body. And they look pretty good, but we'll visit back later and see how she's doing. And then after she has a shed and she continues to build, she's gonna look like this girl right here, which again, starting right about here, gets super puffy in her little pregnant mama ankle region. And she's gonna be getting ready to lay here very soon. So these are the cages, and they've got the shelf up there to give them another 50% on that cage, and this also really helps her to thermoregulate. I've actually found that having the 2 layers is even better than having a long cage for thermoregulation. It helps them still feel secure and be able to get up and down. Well, hey, I hope you guys have a great weekend and even better breeding season. And let me just leave you with this final thought. If there's something out there in life that you absolutely love and adore and you give into that area, you can really make everything build and grow around you, just like the ankle region of this pregnant female. And that's what really makes me happy in life. I hope you guys are able to find that for yourself. Take care.